welcome back to the channel. Today we got a quick look on the PRS Fiore in Amaryllis. So the Fiore is Mark Lettieri's signature guitar, and it's a spectacular guitar. It might be my favorite of my PRS guitars. So over the years I've had, I think it's in the neighborhood of like 20 to 22 in that range, PRS guitars. And I still have some of them. I don't have all of them, but I still have some of them. But I honestly think this is my favorite of all my PRS guitars. The playability is just fantastic. I love the tones. Just the overall feel of the guitar. I think it's just a really spectacular guitar. The other guitar player in my band, Chris, has one of these in a white, and he loaned me his for a couple days, mainly with the intention to, just check it out, and I was going to make, one of these videos about it. But I liked it so much, I decided, I wanted to get one myself. So I started looking around. My particular one here weighs 6 pounds, 12 ounces, which from what I can tell is on the lighter end, of these. I started looking around, like I said, there was only one shop, local to me that had one. In this color, and I went and checked it out, and it was pretty heavy. So I kind of, ixnayed that one. Started looking around, thought maybe I was going to have to order one online, but since I had played Chris's, I knew that, that I liked it. But, I'm always hesitant to order, guitars online. So I looked on Sweetwater. They had a few. They were more towards the heavier end at the time. I think one even went over 9 pounds, which, I definitely didn't want that. So another local shop, or relatively local shop to me up in Columbus, got one in. I called about it, and they said, they didn't give me the exact weight, but they said, yeah, it feels real lightweight. So I took a chance on it and drove up and checked it out, and it was this one. And I was happy to find out that it was lightweight. Like I said, 6 pounds 12 ounces, which for these seems to be on the lighter end. So I snagged it. Like I said, this is the Amaryllis. It's the transparent red. It's the only one of the three colors that's actually transparent. The white, I think they call Sugar Moon, like Chris has. It's a pretty cool color. The black Iris, which is the black one, some of the pictures I saw online made it look like it kind of had some purple in it, which I thought was kind of cool. But the ones I've seen in person just look black to me, actually. So I knew I wanted to get the Amaryllis. So the body is Swamp Ash. It's got a maple neck and fretboard on it. Kind of like medium jumbo frets, I would say. They're not huge, but they're not tiny. Kind of right in the sweet spot, really. It's got a bone nut cut, fantastic. Now it does come with PRS vintage locking tuners, the kind of lock on top and look, vintage on the back. I did replace those. Now there's nothing wrong with those tuners. They're great tuners, but I put GraphTech Ratio locking tuners on this. I'm a huge fan of the GraphTech Ratio tuners. I think, the technology with the, with each tuner having its own ratio, I think that's legit. And I just really, really like those tuners. So I went ahead and threw those in here. Now, those tuners will fit in the holes, but you got to take the ferrules, you know, the old stock ferrules, you got to take those out. But you know, once you get those out there, you don't have to modify the holes or anything. You know, normal tuners will fit. So getting down to this end of the guitar, guys, this bridge, I love this bridge. It's like a 2-point bridge with like vintage type saddles. I just really, really think this is a great bridge, actually. I like it more than the more vintage, you know, type bridge that's on my Silver Sky. Just really, really nice bridge. I think I might like this more. Well, I know I do. I like this bridge more than any of the trem bridges on any of the other PRS guitars that I have. So as far as the electronics go in this, guys, these pickups are fantastic. I think I really, really dig them. I think they're voiced really, really nice. It's just a Fiore humbucker and Fiore single coils. That's all they really tell us about them. But like I said, I think you know, their tone is great. I think they're voiced really, really nice. Master volume, 2 tones. Now, when you pull up the middle tone here, you know, if you're down here in position 1, it adds this neck, so you get the bridge and the neck. And obviously, if you're in position 2 or 4 here, you get all 3. So that's pretty cool. And then the push pull on the bridge tone here is a parallel series switch. So when it's down, the humbucker is in series, and when you pull up, the humbucker is in parallel. So very, very useful electronics in this guitar for sure. You'll notice I did put different knobs on here. The PRS lampshade knobs are just a little large and kind of like the way they're laid out, like a normal Strat. I find with the PRS lampshade on there, I'll hit the knob, and these actually work really, really nice. They're a little smaller, and I find that I don't really hit them. So, and I thought they looked cool in the guitar, so I went ahead and threw those on here. So the scale length on this guitar is 25.5 inches, so like a normal Fender, little bit longer than a normal PRS guitar, and the fretboard radius is 10. So we'll do some tone samples for you, and of course that means we're going to do the same riff we always do, among some others. So there's really nothing that I don't like about this guitar. Maybe have some more colors. I think only having 3 colors is kind of limited, especially when the white and the black ones aren't transparent. So really, if you want to see the wood grain, the red, the amaryllis is really your only option. I personally would have liked to have seen them put the smaller bird inlays, like what's on the Silver Sky. I think those would have looked maybe a little nicer on this guitar, or maybe even dot inlays. I would say the vast majority of my PRS guitars that I have, do have the bird inlays. But I'm not opposed to just having dot inlays, and also, like I said, the smaller bird inlays that are on the Silver Sky, I really, really like those. I think they're just a little more understated, and I think they would have looked really, really good on this guitar. So guys, that'll do it for the quick look of the PRS Fiore and Amaryllis. I really, really dig this guitar. It's my favorite PRS guitar that I have. So thanks for checking it out with me. We'll see you next time.